Yo, what's up guys, this is TerasHD and welcome back to another episode of Spore. Let's create the series where I take your suggestions on what I should create in Spore, which is modded, by the way. Today we are going to be making Mew from Pokemon. I don't remember what number that Pokemon is. Actually, I'm just gonna go to my other monitor and look it up right now. It is number 151, the original Pokemon, the pink little fluffy, I'm not sure if he's fluffy, the pink little cute guy. Anyway, so I got some reference pictures on my other monitor so I can see kind of how he or she looks like, it looks like. I used to watch Pokemon pretty regularly. The first movie that I watched actually had Mew in it. It was the one with Mewtwo and Mew. So I should probably know how to make this guy. I mean, I'll try my best. Now, I'm not really sure how I can do the mouth and such, but I'm gonna try to do the body as good as I can, as well as I can. And I'm just gonna speed that up real quick, and I'll be right back. Alright, so there we go. We got the basics of Mew so far. Now I want to color in pink while I work on this guy, just so that I can kind of see where I'm heading to. So this is how he looks like so far. I still have to add the head, so that might be a little bit difficult. I'm gonna see if I can just do that. Ooh, that messed up things. Let me see if I can just maybe make this bigger and then make the head like that. Seems like it doesn't look too good. Doesn't look like the best thing ever. And I always gotta make the best things ever. That is always my goal. When I wake up in the morning, I always just go, you know what, today I'm gonna do something that is just the best thing. That's my only goal in life. Anyway, so let's see if we can figure out how to do the whole head thing. I have an idea on how to do it. It might not be the smartest idea. Let me see where everything is. There's all the coloration pieces. So let's see if we can find some pink. Lavender bump. Okay, so I'm guessing Mew is kind of lavender. I'm guessing Mew is actually exactly lavender. So I'm going to try to make his mouth right here. There are no I messed up. There we go. There are no real mouths that look like the mouth that he has. So I'm just going to try to go for something custom made, and we'll see how that goes. Something like that. Now he also has these bumps. Basically his head is kind of like Stewie in the shape of it, if you think about it. Let's see if we can make that happen. I doubt it. I honestly doubt that we can actually pull that off, but we'll see. We'll see what we can do. Let's see if we maybe rotate this like that. Maybe. Oh man, this is gonna be hard. Oh damn. Alright, come on, man. Come on, pull yourself together. I got this. I got this. Maybe if we rotate that like so. Make it a bit thinner, a bit longer. Something like that. That kind of looks decent. Now let's see if we can make the ears. Something like that. Now let's maybe make these parts a little bit smaller. They kind of stick out way too much. It doesn't have that big of a head. Maybe something like that. There we go. Now, maybe some of you guys are angry at me for saying he, but I'm not sure what gender Pokemon are supposed to be, because I'm pretty sure they can be both. Pretty sure they can be both. Actually, Mew, I think Mew is most of the time... Oh no, I'm looking at it right now. Mew is actually genderless, so it is an it. Okay, cool. Alright. That makes sense. It is the beginning of all Pokemon, so I guess it makes sense that he doesn't have a gender. It just made himself, kind of. He doesn't need genitals, I guess. Alright, so there we go. Did we have something a little bit better? Maybe make that a little bit smaller. like something like that. Boom, we got that going on. Now I'm not happy with these with these ears. I don't know if I even want to call those ears. Those whatever those are, they don't look good, and I want to change it up. I want to change it up real quick. Something like that. There we go. But I want to make them pointier. Something like that, and then make another one like so. Something like that. Could probably fix it up just a little bit. Now what I think is the challenge with this creature is that it's so simplistic that it's actually hard to make in Spore, because basically you really need clean lines, and as you can see on this face, it's anything but clean. It's really anything but clean. Now let's try to make the eyes. Now since I am using these coloring pads, whatever they're called, whatever color I choose, it is going to be that color when I go to the coloring mode. But when I'm just in the building mode, you're not gonna see any type of color really. Now just pretend that this right here is actually white. These little bumps that I put. Let's see, let's try to fix that up a little bit. So let's try to shape the eyes as best as we can. Maybe we can make them smaller and longer. Then just do the shape first, and then we'll focus on anything else. Now we kind of need to make it bigger, I think. Something like that. Oh man, it's already turning into a complete failure. I'll get there though. I'll get there. Alright, I'm starting to get a shape that I'm kind of happy with. Now, if we go to the coloring mode, just to see how this looks, it looks absolutely horrible. Oh man, I feel sorry for this dude. Alright, let's see if we can maybe fix it up just a little bit. Maybe put that blue from his eyes in there. Now, he doesn't actually have pupils, it seems like. It seems that it just has these blue eyes with that little white in them. Let's see. Let's try to get that right here. Right there. There we go. Make it bigger. Try to make it fill the entire thing. Right here. And just make a couple more of these. There we go, and now let's add a little bit more white, just as a little highlight in that little eye. So if we make that really small, just like that, and just place it right around there. Let's see how that looks. That looks still very, very awful. Now, maybe it's the color that I need to fix up a little bit. Now, it's gonna be inaccurate to the original color if I do it like that. But really, there's no real other way to do it. So let's try to figure out what color that is that we have on. That seems pretty similar. I think that looks similar enough. Now, I think it's a little bit too big. I think actually we can take this off. Put something more circular. Now, that bottom thing is actually supposed to be his feet. So, yeah, because he's actually floating. So that's a little bit of a struggle to do. Let's see if we can do this. Alright, now I'm gonna try to make it seem like he's actually flying it just a little bit more. Maybe get his back a little bit back. No, I don't like that. I like that actually more, but it would be more appropriate to have it like that, like so. Also, maybe I think his body's a little bit too long. I think that's also bothering me a lot. So let's maybe put it down just one bone. That just ruined the face. Oh man, I am in trouble. Oh, that's not good. That means that we're kind of stuck with this body if we don't want to completely redo the face, which I kind of don't want to do. Now maybe let's see if we can play around with these feet. By using A, we can play around with the symmetry. Maybe also play around with the tail, just a little bit, make it a little bit more interesting. So it kind of goes back and forth, just like that. Just takes a little swirl like that. That's kind of interesting. Actually, I want it to be a lot more drastic than that. Something like that. There we go. Oh, that looks pretty. Alright, maybe... You know, you're gonna call me insane, but I want it to be more drastic than that. Come on, give me insane. Give me insanely drastic. There we go. That's a little bit better. Now, it's a little bit too long now, so let's try to shorten it up just a little bit. Just a teensy little bitty. Alright, maybe zoom out so that we can see it full-fledged. And maybe kind of wrap around. Something like that. That kind of looks good, but it's way too long. So let's take out this part and just make this a little bit thicker. There we go. Alright, so basically just have the same thing as we had before. Great, fantastic. But I like it more like that. Alright, so maybe if we also take this hand, put it outwards a little bit. So it kind of looks like he's stabilizing a little bit, like so. So we're posing him. Oh, that went out way too much. There we go. And maybe getting this foot back here a little bit more, well, back. There we go. That kind of looks good. Now, I want to make him actually fly. So let's get some invisible legs. I don't know where they're supposed to be. Let's just scroll through these. This should be over here. Yeah, there we go. Invisible bone. So that should work out just fantastic. Let's see what we got. A radial cubito, humerus, femur. I don't think any of these really matter what they are, because really they're invisible, so we're not gonna see them anyway. So if we do this seems like it would be inappropriate, but it's not. I promise you. I promise. So if we kind of make it seem like he is actually floating, if we do something like that. Oh man, that looks insane. Why is it still visible? It said invisible. Oh, that's some false advertisement right there. Oh man, I am very, very disappointed. Very disappointed. Oh, can I add like stuff to this? Yes, I can. Awesome. And what would happen if I would do something like that? Nah, yeah. If I actually put feet on that, it just looks weird. It just looks very weird. Alright, so if we do something like this, maybe even add it to the tail, so kind of it should make him wag it around a little bit more. No, it just makes him hop around really weirdly. Well, that's perfect. Something like that maybe then. We put it on his head. Alright, so I managed to get the animation pretty good, but the bad thing about it is that there seems to be a problem with the mod, so that the limbs are actually just a little bit visible, so you can see this little gray thing, which kind of sucks. That means that we won't be able to use it in this video. I'm gonna try to figure out how to fix that. Now, I want to make some fine adjustments to the face, because I think it looks just a little bit weird. And I really want to fix that up, so let's see if we can do something about that. I think it's just a little bit too big. Like that, maybe that fixed it. I think this part is also just sticking out way too much. Like so. What I also want to do, or what I would want to do, actually what I would wish I could do, is just do this without messing up everything. Oh man, I lost my words there. So I'm gonna have to undo that. But I think, hold up, if I just look at it real quick, let's see, we can maybe work with this. If we put this up just a little bit higher, maybe these as well. Something like that. Oh wait, these are just a little bit off center. Something like that. If we put it like that, it doesn't look as bad. Let's see how it looks. Now that looks pretty good in my opinion. Now it does look like Mew has this little beard, which kind of sucks. So maybe we just put it to a little bit of darker color. so that would fit just a little bit better. Maybe even brighter. Huh. Oh, not that bright. It's way too bright, come on. Seems like that is the best fit, unless we go maybe to this area. Oh, there we go, that is the perfect fit. Unfortunately, that is not the exact color of Mew. Let's see if there are actually better colors. Let's see, there are pink. No, there's lavender bump. And this is magic bump. What does that look like? Magic bump looks like that. Yeah, not pretty. It's not pretty, so I'm gonna take that away. But it doesn't seem to be any kind of pink, which really sucks. But I just realized I'm an idiot, because there is this part, which basically it colors in whatever color you want it to be colored in. Look at this. Boom. I am a total idiot, and I shall fix that right now. There we go, let's see how that looks. Does that look better? It does look a little bit better. Now I do want to fix the mouth just a little bit more. Not quite pleased with how it's looking. Maybe something like that. I feel like it's sticking out a little bit too much. And the ears should be farther back. And also I forgot to change the ear color. And that will do right now. Let's see, if we put him like that far back, I think that would be a great fit. Maybe make them a little bit smaller. Just rotate them like so. And then make another pair. And fit it to it. There we go. So now we got these pointy ears. That should be on the right place. There we go. Does that look good? That is the question. It looks very bad. Actually, it looks quite horrible. Not happy with it. Let's see. How can we fix that up? Maybe I think we gotta just pull it a little bit farther in front. Something like that. There we go. There we go. Maybe make a one middle part just to blend these two together. Boom, like so. Now let's maybe take some of these parts and try to blend all the eyes together. Now I gotta be careful with the front of this, not to make it look like Mew is angry, and by making sure that it doesn't look like he's angry is to make sure that it goes in a kind of a circular way around the middle, something like so, and then straight down here. Maybe. There we go, that looks a lot better. Now, the only thing that's bothering me really is the actual face. If I can make that smaller, which I can. Let's see how that looks then. Looks a little bit better, but I do not want to make it that small. Maybe just one size smaller. Now everything is gonna fuck up if I just move that. Yeah, there we go. So that is all messed up, all kinds of messed up. So I'm gonna redo the eyes just so that we can have the right size of the actual creature that we're creating. I think that is important. So I'm gonna redo the eyes. Alright, so I think we got the basic shape of the eyes already. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. Now let's try to get the blue and the highlight. Now, I want to try for something cooler than just... let's try the actual magic bump. See how that looks as pupils. Let's see. Maybe it'll fit, maybe it won't. Because in some of these illustrations that I'm looking at of Mew, it has these really detailed eyes, like it has that shading, stuff like that. And it seemed like the magic thing had a similar thing, but it did not. That looks horrible. I'm going to have nightmares. I am sorry that I had to put you all through that. Oh dear. Okay, so let's just go with a normal blue a bump. That should be all good. Should be all good. Alright, let's see if we can do this in a good way. Shall we? Let's see, like, something like that. And I think that's a pretty good portion of what to fill it with. Something like, maybe like that. Actually, hold up. Let's actually put that down here. Something like that. And then let's get another white thing. Actually, hold up. Let's see if we can do this in a good manner. If we just do something like that, we probably won't need more white because should be a little hole there. There we go. That looks very terrifying still. Man, all the things just look very terrifying. Why does everything have to look so terrifying? Jeez. Alright, hold on. Let's see if we can maybe make the colors a little bit smoother by adding some stuff like this. No, this is white. I don't want white. I want pink. Give me pink. Something like that. There we go. It's a little bit smoother. Let's see if we can add something even smoother than that. And do... I think that was the color. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was the color. And yeah, that looks a lot smoother and a lot better, in my own humble opinion. Hold on. Let's move the tail. Oh man, the tail has moved. There's no wonder that it looked so weird. Alright, something like that. Boom. Let's see if we can maybe fix the feet even more. Something like that. Oh, now it looks like he's flying. Jeez. Look at that. Now, the reason why I put it to asymmetrical is just so that it looks a little bit varied. Not too much, just a little bit, just enough. And I think that has served us pretty well so far. Now, I do want to fix these eyes. Just real quick. Just real quick. Can you allow me that? Can you allow me to do that, please? Actually, hold up. Let's take a look at these again. Just put them all the way to the top. Just so that we do this one little thing. And that is to just make that little highlight right there. A little, that's actually pretty big. But I think that is pretty good as well. Let's see how that looks. Yeah, let's just take a look. That's pretty cute, pretty adorable. I think it's pretty amazeballs. Although it's a little bit crooked. We can maybe just rotate it like so. That would be amazing. That would just be amazing. Something like that. Now let's see how Mew would look like with some pupils. Let's just experiment a little bit to see how that will look. Alright. Alright, something like that. There we go. Let's see how that looks. Now that's probably gonna look very creepy. Oh man, that looks creepy as hell. But it also looks kind of right. It's kind of looks right that he has eyeballs. I don't know. I'm gonna look at some more illustrations of Mew and try to decide on if this is the right call. And I'll be right back. Alright, so I have decided to take the eyeball away because it looked way too creepy and just it didn't feel right. It did not feel right at all. But I do want to fix those eyes though, just a little bit, because they still look very Very creepy. And I do want to fix them up. I think that looks a little bit better. There we go. I think we got the eyes. Now I want to fix the mouth just a little bit. Something like that. Maybe get it up just a little bit more. Maybe even if we put it like on the other side. Something like that. That might look good. No, actually, I think it looks a lot worse. There we go. Let's do it like that. Yeah. Alright. Let's see. Maybe a little bit bigger. A little bit thinner. There we go. Alright, now I want to focus on the tail. It looks way too small. It doesn't look long enough to be a Mew tail. I mean, come on. The guy has like the longest freaking tail ever. Alright, let's just look at this from a bird's eye view. Try to get this right. Alright, let's try to get things right for once in our life. Alright, let's do that. Let's make Mom proud of us. Something like that. Just a little bit higher right here. But so far it's starting to look pretty good. Now I want to start making it maybe go high here. Actually, let's go make it go down with the body. Right here. And then let's start raising it up. Like so. And then come down to a little twirl. Like so. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. I think that looks pretty sick. Boom, like that. We got it. I think we got it. We got the tail design all ready to go. Unfortunately, I cannot make this smaller than that. Or thinner. Because the actual Mew tail seems to be a lot thinner. Maybe, though, I can do this. Because it seems like this is actually how the tail looks like. Boom, like that. There we go. Alright, sweet. Now, let's just take a few last looks at some things. Let's make these as thin as possible. On both ends. Like so. There we go. Right here as well. Alright. Maybe make some toes on these babies. Although that's going to be hard since we have two different feet. But I think we can do it. I think we can do it. So if we do something like that, he has 3 toes, so we should be able to do this pretty easily. Something like that. Oh, come on. That looks horrible. Come on, I can do better than that. Oh man, that looks horrible. Does that look better? I think that looks pretty good. Now if we take this away... like so, and then just copy this leg right there and just move it around a little bit more, and there we go. So we have the Mew feet as well. They're kind of rotating a little bit oddly, but I think that is fine so far. Let's try to just work on them just a little bit more. Maybe move these guys around a little bit more. Let's see. Maybe just move that. Oh, wow. Messed up there. Alright, maybe if we mess with these toes like so. Oh, I can't see anything. Mess with his toes like that. And something like that. There we go. Let's take away these toes because we're going to be using this toe right here as a little template. There we go. Actually, let's rotate it just a little bit more. So it goes into the body. And it's kind of going... Needs to wrap a little bit more. There we go. And then let's just copy that around. Oh man, it didn't keep the shape. I hate it when it doesn't do that. There we go. And rotate it just a little bit more. Boom. Doesn't face the same way though, which sucks. I gotta make it face the same way. Like so, there we go. And one more, come on. Nope, did not turn out as well as I expected it to. That's okay, I think that is how we're gonna keep it. It looks pretty good. Let's just rotate it a little bit more, because there's always gonna be these little fine things you can always tweak with. But I think we are pretty much done with Mew so far. It looks pretty good. I do want to make these a little bit thinner, but it seems like, oh, I can actually. Great, fantastic. Should have known that earlier. Now let's maybe put that down just a little bit more. Like that. Now it seems like one arm is a little bit longer than the other. And that's been fixed. So that looks pretty good. Now let's test drive him. Now of course he cannot fly like I showed you guys earlier. The invisible legs did not work, but it's okay. We're not going to be playing with this creature in the actual creature stage. I just wanted to make it for the fun of it, and you guys have been suggesting it. Now, before we go though, we got to be adding a mouth though. So let's see what voice would fit. It kind of fits, even though I don't think I've ever heard Mew make a sound. It's been years since I saw Mew on TV. Let's see. Maybe let's just put the normal jaw. I mean, I got these mouths right here, but I feel like Mew would have some like this of a sound, or maybe this one. It's the same sound. Oh, I thought it would be a different sound. Oh well. All right, let's turn that down all the way, and then invert it so that you cannot see it, and then just let's take these little guys and put it underneath, so you can't actually see his mouth, but it is down there underneath where his mouth is actually. So that is pretty cool. Now I'm just looking at these images of Mew, just trying to figure out if there's something I am missing, and it doesn't seem like there is anything that I am missing, but I'm sure that you guys will flood the comments if there is anything. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Spore Let's Create. Remember to leave a like, subscribe if you did. Also remember to suggest the next thing I should create in the series. And I will see you guys next time. Have a good one, guys.